July 3rd, 2025, and we're getting ready to cut hay to bale this weekend. It's about a 7-acre field around there. Fairly thick undergrowth on it, but we're going to take you along and get some footage and get this field knocked out, Lord willing.
So now I'm going to cut down the middle now that the field's been opened up. And then that way I have less distance to travel each pass when I turn at the end. So I'm going to cut a path right down through the middle. of the way done with this field. It was pretty thick in there. I had to slow down to third gear because the reel was having trouble keeping up. So keep going. Have a good head start on Josh before he gets here to 10.
field done. That took probably an hour and a half, I think. So go to the other half now and hopefully knock this thing out. Josh is steading with his, it's ours. It's 1946 John Deere B. Well, the day didn't end like we thought it would. I got that half of the field cut, started on the second half, and I had been noticing I could hear the pins on the overrunning clutch, like the reel was slipping. And that's exactly what it was doing. It did that to us last year over the winter. What had happened is it's worn out. The set screw that holds the overrunning clutch in place was stripping out, and it would let it move away, and then the pins wouldn't engage, if you understand how an overrunning clutch works. So I drilled it out over the winter, took it apart, drilled it out, put a bigger bolt in it, even fixed the hole in the shaft that the bolt goes into. And that's held up so far until tonight. So I did something that I didn't really want to do, and that was I welded it up. I've done some research on it. From what I understand, New Holland did away with the overrunning clutch. The precautions you need to take is slowing down the haybind, your RPMs, before you disengage the PTO. So that's what I'm just gonna have to do. What ended up happening when I really got into it, when I got it back here to the garage, was the pins, it's like the springs are worn out already, and the pins will not pop back out. They're lubricated really good. I keep them lubricated. I even put new springs and pins in it when I had it apart in the off season. And it's just, I've heard if there's slop in those holes for the pins, that doesn't help. It's, from what I know, it's a 1973 or a 1974 477 New Holland. So it's lived a long life. So I got it welded up. Probably can't see in here. Let me get a light. So if you can see, there's one of the welds right there. So everywhere that meets, I welded it up all the way around. So now they should stay, it should stay together. The other thing that I've read is when we go to grease the grease fittings on the reel, I won't be able to roll it over by hand when the PTO is hooked up to the tractor. I'll have to bump it, which I can deal with that. So if this gets us through this season, this is probably the last season for this haybind, other than it may become just a backup, and hopefully we have a good season to where, and this off season, this winter, I think I said the word season quite a few times in that sentence, we'll pick up something different, preferably a disc bind. Obviously something newer, but I can't complain. This haybind's been very good to us for its age. My son-in-law Blake found it for us, surprised us with it for Christmas, actually. Most people wouldn't be excited about getting a rusty old piece of equipment for Christmas, but I do. Josh does. So now I'll take it back out, hook it up, Lord willing, finish cutting everything. Josh got all that other tedded. He'll come and ted right behind me, and fortunately the side that's left is that side's much thinner. If I get it cut right away tomorrow, it'll probably dry just fine, and we can still bale it on Saturday with the other side. So I am thankful I got the thicker side done. Sunday school a couple weeks ago, when I was teaching a lesson there in the adult Sunday school class, I made the statement, it could always be worse. And that's a good way to go look at things in life. Whatever happens to you, it could always be worse. So that's the takeaway for today. It could have been worse. It could have not got me through the thick side, and then it would have had to lay an extra day. So thankful for that. Thankful to be able to get that welded tonight. And we'll pick back up tomorrow. Start filming some more tomorrow.